Okay. A man fell off a building and broke his face and legs. He went to the hospital. He had no face and no legs. He also had a seizure. They took a bucket of blood from him when he was sleeping.
No. Okay. So my story is, once upon a time.
Wait, I'm not done.
Okay. I'm reading my story while you write. Because it'll give you ideas.
Sleeping.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Hilbert. He died the next day in the hospital when Gary Baker came to visit. And then, let me say.
Then he
he came back to life.
Woozy.
To life.
Then
And
he
told
had
everybody
another
he was
seizure.
gay. And the whole
Then
crowd
he
cheered
for
his
another
gayness
bucket
and
of
went
blood
out
from
with
him.
Gary because they
From him
were
when
both
he
gay
was
men.
sleeping again. Then he got more woozier.
Let me pink.
He was almost
And
out of
bananas.
blood
Oh.
in his body.
One.
Then he had another seizure. Then they had to take another bucket of blood. Then he died. The end. Here.
A man fell off a building and broke his face and legs. He went to the hospital and he had no face and his legs and no legs. Also had a seizure. They take a bucket of blood from him when he was sleeping. Then he got woozy. Then he had another seizure. Then he took another bucket from blood from him when he was sleeping again. Then he got more woozier. Then he was almost out of blood in his body. Then he had another seizure. Then they had to take another bucket. Had to take another bucket of blood, and he died. The end. Oh my god. That is hilarious.
We should put that on YouTube with me reading it.
I am.
Okay, let me read it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go. And then fell off of a building and broke his face and legs. He went to the hospital and he had no face and legs. He also had a seizure. They took a bucket of blood from him when he was sleeping. Then he got a little woozy. Then he had another seizure. Then he took another bucket. Then they took another bucket of blood from him when he was sleeping again. Then he got more woozier. He was almost out of blood in his body. Then he had another seizure. Then they had to take another bucket of blood. Then he died. The end.